Welcome. Now might be a good time to settle for a time, to just rest and restore the balance, the calm. It's nice to think of all of the cares and concerns in the world to be out there at some distance. All the events that are of concern, the questions that need to be answered, just out there. For a time. Later, we can pick those up if we want to, but they're out there for a time. Maybe you enjoy a sense of calm by turning the attention to the muscles and allowing the muscles to relax, shoulders to drop, hip joints to let go. All the little muscles around the face, even behind the eyes, relaxing, letting go. Maybe the first inclination for calm is to turn to the breath, taking a full, large breath into the belly to stretch the muscles, taking a full, large breath into the rib cage to stretch the muscles, to get the capacity back. That's it. And then just breathing a full, natural breath in and out, slowing because the breath is so full now. No need to count. Just breathing. Maybe you enjoy calm by turning the attention to the mind, seeing the thoughts that cross the mind, seeing a thought rise. Linger for a while. Don't push it away or pull it. Don't get attached to it, but just let the thought go. Calming the mind, just let the thought fade away. Thoughts always fade away. A way of unhooking, disconnecting from the cares and concerns in the mind. Then there's this ability to have the aware observer, the truer self, become present and to say, "Oh, I'm here again. I'm here." And this aware observer inside, to be able to see all of this happening. And then just continue this balance, continue this calm, continue the observation. Why not? It feels better than it did before we started. Feels good inside. You know, I get confused about the inside and the outside sometimes. I started this little exercise, I guess, by saying, push all the things outside away, the cares and concerns away for a time, space and time, the physical world. And then at the end of the exercise, we're unhooking from the thoughts. I suppose when we push the cares and concerns away outside, it's really the inner thoughts that we're letting go of for a time, not something outside. I get confused about the inside and the outside sometimes. I know outside I have outer senses, I see and I hear. But I also have inner sense of seeing, inner sense of hearing. We call it imagining. I remember a time when I was a very young child. Oh, how old? Still so young I couldn't see on the top of the kitchen counters. So before I was growing up. In my dream, I would see a toy that I really liked. And so I tried to take that toy, to grab it and bring it back with me into the physical world, because I noticed that I see the toy in the dream, and then when I wake up, I don't have the toy. It's gone somewhere. So I remember trying several nights in a row, different ways of holding on to this toy, this dream toy, and hanging on to it so that I could bring it back into the physical world with me. I remember one time I wrapped my arms and legs around the toy in the dream, and when I woke up, I thought I had it, but I looked and it was nowhere to be found. I think that was my early lesson in what's happening inside versus what's happening outside. You know, all the physical objects and things that we deal with in the day, all of those happened in the imagination first. A table, a chair, a doorknob, they were all imagined first. And then only after that they came into physical reality. I often have said that healing begins in the imagination first. So how does this work? We have some sort of discomfort, some sort of desire inside, and then we make a physical object that's on the outside. And once that physical object is there, then we feel much better on the inside again. What's that all about? Again, being in something. I really love being in nature. I love stepping into nature and feeling that aliveness all around. The trees, the stones, water flowing, the warm sun overhead, the fresh air. The tree and the stones and the water, they were all there long before I was. So it's not my imagination that's bringing those objects into being. I wonder who is the imaginer of the natural world, the trees and the stones, the oceans and the sky. Who imagined all of that into being? I love the earth. I have great respect and care for the earth, as it is the creation of the imaginer. I honor the imaginer by loving the earth. Yes.